Well, hello everybody and a warm welcome. So we've only got 2 more live shows to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Pink Frog here at the craft store. And I have to say, Pink Frog have been an absolute revelation when it comes to so many people over the years have really bought into Pink Frog, and it's lovely to see now and pay attention when guests come in, the cardstock they use, but also all the mediums, the glues. We've got mascot on the show as well and all these goodies. Speaking of goodies, I am joined by the lovely Claire as well. Hello.
Good morning.
You had an amazing time yesterday.
Oh, I was sat at home watching Hazel, and it was just, I've had a fab time already.
Well, this is what it's all about. And I hope you've been enjoying it as well. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go down the counter. Now, we still got the free gift as well to share, this ice gold paper, beautiful paper.
Beautiful, holds its sheen through all kinds of mediums you put on it. Great for your flower making.
Very good for flower making. I also find with the ice gold particularly, if you put your inks and spray it, then it gives it a sort of golden hue behind those inks, so it's really nice.
Definitely.
I've got to point this out. It's a free gift. It's 1 per customer because it's the same gift that we were giving with the one-day special. If you bought the one-day special, then your birthday or anniversary gift, I should say, will already be coming to you. So it's only 1 per customer with regard to the ice gold. So if you have received your ice gold gift or eligible for it on another show, then that's your gift. So I did want to point that out. You can see, by the way, all our T's and C's on our website. Let's start because we've got some goodies on the show today, Claire.
We definitely have. We've got some great bundles with card and stamps together.
So should we start here? We're just going to give the details. $29.95 your price. What you got is your Pink Frog Crafts, daisies and flowers, and your Versus stamp with your Super Smooth and your True Black. Well, now that's a good bundle. So having a look, you're getting the stamps and we're getting the cardstock to play around with. Yeah.
I think he was in a really good mood when he put this together.
I think he was. Tell you what, Andrew, very good mood. So you're saving £7.70. But what I love about this, you're going to use every aspect of it. And sometimes you want to use your black cardstock, sometimes you want to use your white, and something you're always going to want to use are these beautiful flowers. I mean, the amount of... You were actually saying this, Claire, that it's... Because Pink Frog, initially... And I was guilty of this. You think absolutely premium cardstock. So cardstock, and obviously the essentials, the glues, the mascot. But it's doing a disservice in the sense that Pink Frog produce such beautiful stamps as well.
The stamps are out of this world, and the versatility and the way they've been put together, you can just get so much out of them. I hope to show you some of that today. Yeah,
and just seeing some of the finished examples here, if you have a little look, using both the white and black cardstock, and it's stunning. And we have got lots of stamps on the show, but I just wanted to show you why sometimes you want to see both. We've got some boards as well. You are so incredibly organised, and the whole team. I know the team helped too. But looking at the stamps that we are getting, first thing that strikes me is the size of these two. I mean, look, these are beautifully sized flowers, Claire.
They're great because as a centrepiece, they'll work as, you know, just one flower on their own, but also you can add them and make bouquets and layer them. They're just so easy to work with.
So you're getting both sets, the flowers, and you're also getting the Versus in there as well. I mean, look at this. This is very pretty.
The flowers and verses is one that, as a design team, we go back to all the time, and I think it's because it's got those 3 little verses on there.
It's nice.
So they're beautiful for inserts.
Hope lovely surprises are coming your way to make your birthday a wonderful day. With love and best wishes on your special day, and best wishes are being sent your way. That nice? Oh, the birthday wishes, right? Sorry, are being sent your way. So then you've got wonderful flowers too, and I'm getting a bit of a botanical vibe. It's got that kind of, if you wanted to go vintage, it's got the Victorian botanical feel as well.
Definitely, you can go all the way from vintage, all the way up to super bright colours, and that leaf stamp on there is, I think it's still my absolute favourite Pink Frog stamp, and I just go back to it all the time. Wow. It's such a good filler.
Well, I'm going to start just hitting you with some examples of how you would use these sets. And I've got to applaud the design team because they have done... Design team or yourself, Claire? Who made these? Design team?
Design team, a mixture of everybody. So let's do a thank you now before I forget. So Hazel, Anita, Caroline and Cheryl, thank you so much.
Lovely, lovely inspirations. I would read out names, but there are no names on the back, so I just want to say a general thank you to everybody. But okay, when you start looking at each one, so we can go from something like this, which is so elegant, to something like this. I mean, that, and with the verses as well, that is a beautiful inspiration. I love the use of the daisy, but then same flower, now turning it into a bit more of a background. So that's cool. I love the use of, this is where I think a bit of masking has been employed.
Yeah, definitely. Anita's
nice.
had the mask it out on that one.
Or, what about this? Very elegant. I know you're saying you like those leaves. It's just that elegant touch flourish. If you wanted to go a bit grungy, how about that? That's cool. Just simple background using, I think that's been a bit of masking going on. I think that's Pearlywink sprays, which we have on the show as well. Or what about this? Or maybe this? And I'll show you the last one. Come on, how good does that look? Awesome, $29.95 is your price. You're getting both sets of stamps. These are not small stamps. I'm putting my hand into shot to give you an indication of how much you are getting. And then you're getting 25 sheets of each cardstock as well. So you're super smooth, which is an absolute stoic cardstock. And then you've got the true black in there as well, which is beautiful. 451360, your item number. And don't forget, if you haven't already made a purchase during the one-day special, because I know that Pink Frog had the one-day special, we are giving you the free gift. This is your ice gold 50 sheets winging their way to. It is beautiful. Now I know here you can't really see the gold, but wait, I'm going to try and get it for you. There is a wonderful, do you see that golden hue? It's very subtle. I can see it. It's hard to get across on camera, but to the naked eye, it's got these beautiful gold undertones just hiding, they're hidden underneath the surface, but when you capture the light, it comes through. I really like the ice gold paper. Okay, we're going to move on. We've got more for you. Textures. This is a very good set, Claire.
These are just brilliant, and the versatility of these is massive. Ooh. So you can use it for backgrounds. It's great on things like frames, but also just in the background of things. Yeah. But you can make it a centerpiece as well. So yeah, they're such good fun to play with. I'm
going to show you something, but I'm going to have to give you a warning right now, and this is a very, very important warning. If you do not want to go for this set, look away right now, because the minute I show you these boards, I'm telling you they're going to fall into your basket. Seriously, Claire, that looks amazing. How was that done?
Those have just been stamped as is, and drawn out with a little bit of water just to intensify certain areas.
But they look amazing. So I think that's been just stamped and embossed. That is it, and you're getting those kind of effects. That is ridiculous. I saw these, and in my mind I was like, yeah, I've got to have these. But we're not stopping there, because you're getting two sets of the textures. I mean, again, how good do these textures look? Normally you would have them this way. I'm just holding this way because it's easier for our cameras to get a shot. I will show you actually some examples, because this is where we really start to explore and have some fun. So you can take an ordinary sort of nested circle, and a lot of us have a circle, nested heart, sorry, but it could be a circle, any shape. A lot of us have this in our stash, but suddenly by using the textures, we're going very gritty, grungy. Or what about something like that? Again, simple panels. This is not a hard card to make.
That's made with offcuts. That's bits that were left on my desk.
Well, I love that. I love that. Or how about this? Using it in the background now. That is the perfect background for maybe other sets. I'm so pleased we're busy here. This next inspiration is genius. Do you know who made that?
Which one?
This one in my hand here.
Me.
Did you make that?
Yeah.
Claire, genius. So you've used the texture stamps to give the illusion of planets.
So it's just circles cut out of either Mylar or Masket.
Yeah.
But both will work. Inked over, and then just a bit of texture. But as you put that texture on there, they suddenly look planet-like.
It's like Jupiter, Venus, Earth. That is amazing. But then we can go from something like that to now. This is something something that we see a lot of with Pink Frog, creating those 3D sort of box frames as well. but you add that texture and it really elevates to that next level.
There's something about that little card, like little frame, because of the texture on it. All of a sudden, it feels kind of weightier than it is.
Oh, and even on the back there, giving us a little bit of texture on the back too. I love that. So now we're going on to our construction using our textures. But then if you wanted to, yeah, come on. You need this in your life, and this is a good indication of how we can expand as well.
Yeah.
So it's a repeating design.
Definitely. So they do work together, so you can make bigger panels up, and they're with embossing powder as well. Although there's fine detail in there, the lines are so perfect for embossing as well.
I love this set. I really, really like this set, and actually the whole team are agreeing in my ear. There is a reason why this is absolutely flying, and I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but if this was to be your only purchase today and you didn't already make a purchase on the one-day special where your anniversary gift was the Ice Gold card, you'd also be getting 50 sheets of the Ice Gold card in the mix as well, which would work perfectly with your textures. So that's your anniversary gift. It's one per customer, and you might have already been eligible for that in a previous show with the one-day special if you made a purchase. But having a look at the texture stamps, again, they are a great size. That is a big, traditionally, you got to think half a set, so half the size of that, you'd be paying what, about £10?
Something like that, yeah.
So when you consider the size, the texture, the detail that you're getting, and it's instant effect. You're looking at it, and I don't know if you agree. You might be thinking like I am. I see these designs and these stamps, and I want them. Definitely want them. Now you're also going to get the super smooth in there. It stamps like an absolute dream, and I love the true black as well. That is a great bundle. A great bundle. 215083, your item number. Now we're going to move on to our sunflower. So exact same principle. You're getting both sets of stamps, and you're getting your true black, and you're getting your super smooth as well. I will just hold up. I've got some boards to show you with regard to the stamps what you are getting. Sunflower's very pretty.
Definitely, but also, as you'll see with some of the samples, don't just need to be yellow or orange.
No. Well, that's the key. It's having stamps that, I mean, that's just perfect for your border, but equally I'd be using that to create a frame in itself, and they have that on the outside. So create that box frame with the flower on the outside. You've got sentiments in there too. Thank you, thinking of you, just for you. We've got more elements that allow you to build up a scene, and that's just one of the sets, and this is the second set. Lovely detail coming through with your sunflower and more sentiments in the mix. And if I do show you some examples of how you would go on to use this, the design team are fantastic. I mean, look at this. That is a card. Let me just show you. It's actually an easel card. Let me just pop that up. Have a look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
So Hazel's made that one, and she's used the Scotch tape on that to make those kind of where all the white bits are.
We have got this Scotch tape. You'll be able to find that if you shop by brand. And you see that from Pink Frog. That's another great example. Love that. And this has been, the two panels here have been raised up, but you really get a sense, and it's a tribute to the design of the stamp. It's got that 3D nature. And I like the multicoloured effect there as well, Claire.
Yeah, and we've used masket on that as well, which is why you've got all of those flowers on there.
Or how about this? Because you can just use one. That's nice, actually, taking that on slant as well. That is very, very elegant. Or what about this? This is interesting. Oh. Now this, Claire, is interesting because you've totally transformed that design. Suddenly, that with a gold emboss looks incredibly decadent.
It looks like expensive jewellery that's enamelled.
It really does. That is beautiful. So it gives you an idea of what you can be doing with the sunflowers. £29.95 is your price. Once again, another fantastic saving of £7.70. 557506, your item number. I love Pearlywinks, and this is an ink collaboration. Pearlywinks are, I haven't worked with Pearlywinks, Donna and Simon, and it feels like forever, but I love the sprays coming through, and these have been incredibly popular. So these are your wink vibes.
They are.
And I know you've had a lot of fun playing with these.
Definitely. Me and the whole design team have just had so much fun with these. The colours are great, the effects you can get are brilliant.
just going to show you, I mean, price-wise as well, $22.97 for everything you're seeing here. So just looking at your Wink Vibes, going through it, and how well these Wink Vibes on the super smooth would look incredible. Look at the colour. You've got your sweet orange in there, then you've got your chartreuse yellow, your blue grotto, you've got your anemone blue, and then you've got your magenta. So those are your colours, and then you're also getting in the collection. Now this is where life gets very interesting. So we've got our diamond pearl, and if I just, instant glamour with your diamond pearls onto the true black cardstock. That is an absolute win. Then you've got your diamond pearl there on the white side. Again, it's not as easy to see on the camera, but to the naked eye, some beautiful iridescence. And finally, you've got your colour pop cotton white. So you know when you want to add those little effects, we try and drippy paint, you know, splat some paint just to give that. This would be a great technique.
Yeah, you can obviously spray with it, you can splat with it, and then that panel at the end, you can just see we've painted with it as well. So
so you just painted that?
Yeah, so that gives you great coverage,
wow.
And then you can add colour on top of it.
Love that. $22.97. But you know what? There's one colour in here. Let me see if I can see it. It's the chartreuse yellow. It's got greeny undertones, which marry up very well with the fact that we have gone green on the screen, everybody. So we are officially limited stock for this bundle. So they are available individually after being in the one-day special as a bundle. So if you do want to get hold of all 7 of these sprays, Pearly Winks are phenomenal when it comes to sprays. And it's such a lovely company, and it has been a real privilege to see Pearly Winks as a company grow and grow here at the craft store, and I love seeing them do collaborations, especially when you think these are brands that we've really come to know and take into our hearts. So many viewers love Pearly Winks, love the Pink Frog, so putting the two together, that to me is a fantastic, we totally sold out, no way. All right, so technically gone there. We got to see what we can do if we get hold of more stock. Can't be guaranteed though. So if it is in your basket, please make sure that you can check, please make sure to check out 588034, your item number. We were actually, and I've got to thank Charlotte, our producer, because she's just got off the phone to Andrew, and we were able to get hold of more stock. So that's good news. We have got a hold of more stock. It is on, of course, extended delivery. It's going to be the 21st. We're going to be dispatching that out, but worth the wait, and not long at all. Eight days, we'll take that. 588034, your item number. Now, we've got some cardstock bundles. I'll be quick here so we can get to Claire for our first demonstration. Let's have a little look at what we got. If you want to go for the True Black collection, wow. Then you're getting 75 sheets of A5 and 350 of A6 for £41.99, saving £7, 384788 your item number, and you have the all-important 2 flexi payments too, spreading that cost over 4 weeks, I should say. £21 is your first flexi payment, 384788 your item number. We got some super smooth for you too. Similar collection, so it's the same composition, but in the super smooth. £16.98 is your price, saving £5. Super smooth has just been an absolute revelation, and do you know what really I think speaks volumes, and the best endorsement I can give on the super smooth is how many guests who've got no affiliation to Pink Frog use super smooth. It's their go-to stamping cardstock, but it does so much more. It's stamped, you can blend on it, you can use, you can even spritz it. 698005 your item number. We do have the stamps from the one-day special. If you missed out on the one-day special, now you can get the stamps. They're back on extended delivery. They are beautiful. 21st of June, these are going to be dispatched. £14.95 your price if you want to go for your butterfly wishes. 20 stamps in total. 184514 your item number. We've also got textures number 3 for you as well. I love a textured stamp set. 12 stamps in total. They're £14.95 your price, 676647 your item number. And if that is, it's sold out in the one-day special. So once again, that is on extended delivery the 21st of June. Okay, enough from me. We're going to start having a play. What have you got for us then, Claire?
Let's play with some daisies. And I'm going to play with it on black cardstock, because I think traditionally we think of black cardstock as matting and layering.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be good to kind of bring it to the fore a little bit this morning. So this is the card we are going to make. There we go. So let's start with one of our folds. So with all of those stamp sets, you are getting your card folds with your
Brilliant. So how many folds would we be getting?
You'll get 10, so you get 10 folds for your 15
Wow.
by 30s, but you'll also get your frames as well with that, so you'll be able to do your frame cards that we've seen.
This is, okay, that was a, if I just pick this up.
That was a small one, yeah.
This, to me, being able to do something like that, so you're taking a card and you can obviously just put a back on that as well so it stands up. So think about all the techniques you want to make in a card. You can put sentiment inside, you can do a little design, but having that frame and you'll get the folds on how to do that. Game changer, absolute game changer. Okay.
Okay, so this is a Z fold, so we'll follow our instructions, which basically means we'll fold at 15 and 7.5, and that will automatically give you a fold. You know, and straight away your card is just a little bit more interesting than a standard fold.
Perfect.
I've gone ahead and I have cut a small panel that we're going to pop on there. So this little panel is here, and that panel is just 11 by 11.
Okay.
We're going to stamp on this. So I'm going to use my anti-static bag, which I'll always use if I'm using embossing powder.
Good habit
to
get into.
But especially with black, because it does tend to stick to black.
Okay.
So from our daisy set, I'm going to grab our biggest daisy and pop that on there.
Anti-static makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
I was chatting to Charlotte, our producer, and she was saying, because she gets quite oily hands, and it's an absolute nightmare when we're doing a card if you get any marks on, but anti-static bag is go-to.
So I'm just using an embossing ink, so I'm using Versamark. And we're going to just stamp this in this bottom corner.
Nice.
There we go, and let's grab some, that's gloss, that's white.
See, white or metallics on that true black is absolute marriage made in heaven.
Definitely. There we go. So I do want to mask over that, but I need to heat emboss it first, so we'll do that.
See that already, even before you heat embossed, it looked great.
Yeah, but it'll just pop even more now.
That, the daisy on the true black, and remember within the bundle you're getting the stamps, you're getting the true black, and you're getting the super smooth as well. It's a best of, really.
There's just so much to play with. The hardest part about prepping for this show has been which bit do I play with next? Nice. I've had such good fun. So this is some of our masket. It doesn't come this colour, it's because I've been spraying over it. So it comes in A4 sheets, you can stamp on it, I've cut round it, and then this makes our mask that we can then cover this.
Does it die cut?
It will die cut absolutely beautifully, yeah.
So I'm thinking if you've got any stamps and corresponding dies, fantastic, or like Claire's showing you here, a little bit of fussy cutting doesn't take long and you've got your mask.
Daisies don't take, these daisies don't take long. And then we'll go for one of our smaller daisies. Again, just repeat that process. And we'll pop one up there and one down there.
Nice.
There we go. We'll take that off so we don't get any embossing powder tucked in it. The right one.
Pink Frog have a lovely team, it seems, as well. Just a really good team working together.
Definitely, and I think all the people behind the scenes as well, really important. So I couldn't do it without them, definitely.
Yeah. And here we see just how visually effective masking is. And it's a simple technique, but it's so striking because now what we've done is able to pull the little flowers behind. It gives a sense of depth and dynamic to any project. We've got the masket at the bottom of your screen. It's a technique you will see featured a lot here at the craft store. So many guests across the board, different brands, will use masking techniques, and that's where Masket comes into its own. And it's details at the bottom of the screen. Something I've noticed a lot, Claire, and I've seen this, and we talked about how many guests use the Super Smooth. I've noticed guests, no affiliation to Pink Frog, who pulling out the masket, and they'll say, just as you were demoing here, or I've just masked off, and it's the masket that they use.
It's one of those things that once you start using it, again, you just realise it gives you stamps, again, even more usability, because you don't have to buy a bouquet of stamps. You can make your own bouquets up, so you can bring different flowers in. You know, whereas if it's just one stamp with a certain bouquet, you have to make that image again.
Course,
and
yeah.
I think a lot of us like the creativity, so we can just keep building on that. Let's
Lovely.
pop that on there. So, and there we go, there's our card front. Got embossing powder everywhere. Give that a quick blast and then we'll do some colouring.
Okay. And the beauty now, we go on to colour, is what you'll see, the emboss technique, it'll work as a resist.
Yeah.
Lovely. And the true black, anyone's not used the true black before, if you have any black cardstock in your collection, if you go for the true black, put them side by side, and I think it's what you only appreciate the true black, how good it is when you put it next to another so-called black, and that suddenly looks like a faded pair of jeans.
Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to add some white to this, so I'm using our Colour Pop, and I could spray it on the mat, but it'll kind of probably go a little bit everywhere knowing me, so
Okay.
I just tend to
Cool.
dib it out a little bit. I'm going to grab a water brush.
Now, we just put, I mean, that's ridiculous. We just put the Pearly Winks individually on extended delivery because it's sold out. Apologies, the limited stock is from, it's not limited now. Limited stock was when we called limited stock and it sold out. The extended delivery, and it's going to be dispatched on the 21st, that 20% of the stock of the extended delivery has gone. So absolutely flying for the sprays, and I'm so pleased because Pearly Winks, Donna and Simon are absolutely lovely. So I'm really, really pleased that it's going well.
So I would carry on, and what I would do is I've painted even our little dragonflies, because then I can add some colour into their wings.
Nice.
So, and even the bottom of these graduated letters as well.
Yeah.
So it'll just hold the colour a little bit better. So I would carry on and do that. I think, hopefully, if I turn this one over, there's one that we've already painted in white.
Perfect.
So let's give that Colour Pop a bit of a clear up.
So this is nice, showing how we can paint with the Colour Pop. It's nice.
It's absolutely brilliant, and it's a perfect consistency. Whereas I think if you were using anything else, acrylic paint or gesso, that'd
be too strong.
Yeah, and you'd have to water it down, and you can never get the consistency. This is just perfect straight out of the pot.
Lovely.
I'm absolutely loving it. It's fab. So I'm going to grab some of our coloured pencils. So we have these on quite a bit.
Okay.
And these work absolutely brilliantly on top of the Colour Pop.
Oh yeah, and hopefully you'll be able to find these on our website.
I could colour with the sprays as well, but because these are little tiny areas, I'm just going to go in with some pencils. There we go. And in the bottom of the letters as well. Just random colours.
So these were on yesterday, but hopefully you'll be able to find them on our website.
Yeah, we normally have them, and it normally comes with some cardstock as well, I think. So
Yeah, it does, yeah.
there you go. So we'll carry on and do that, and we'll just need to add a bit of green in there.
Okay.
And then, let's grab a yellow, and we'll just do our daisy middles. But it's just such an easy way to get a good base to colour on black.
Because those colours, like say that yellow, would have been lost on the black, but giving it that base colour.
So there we go. So we've done our little panel.
Nice.
So
now, if you just, we'll show you on our website. So if you do want to find this, you can discover the pencils on the website. And it's a good bundle for $21.99. This is your spring card collection with 24 of those beautiful, and they're Staedtler watercolour pencils. Ooh, oh, that's a Staedtler. They're 35 sheets in total. Staedtler, as a company, do you know, been around for 180 years. There you go. I say Staedtler. Is it Staedtler? Anyway, you can find that on our website.
So I'm just going to pop this as a little mat and layer. And one of the other things is with the black card as well, is it works brilliantly with a lot of your Sakura pens. So with your jelly rolls and things like that. So I'm just going to use a white just to add a little frame.
Okay.
So just drawing around there. I'm not too bothered if it's straight or not. If it goes particularly wonky and it bothers you, if you add a second line and crisscross it.
It hides a number of sins.
It does.
You know all the techniques, Claire?
I've had to rescue a lot of cards. So there we go. Just frames it nicely.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What I have done is I have gone ahead and I have already done another panel. So with the dragonflies, we've done exactly the same. Heat embossed in white, added the Colourpop cotton white, and then added our pencils over the top.
Okay.
And now we can add this to our card. I'm using our EVA.
Nice. Now, we've got to talk about the EVA because EVA is always busy. It is a very good glue, and it's not traditional glue, because a lot of the time when we show glue with the EVA, this is a bookbinding glue and it has so many virtues. So EVA, it doesn't go brittle. So over time, it won't go brittle and break. It actually, over time, it still keeps its elasticity, doesn't go yellow, so that's a big point. It is archival as well. I mean, there are so many virtues. It's got less of a water content. So I know we're saying it's a bookbinding glue, but it sticks so many things. Don't feel you're restricted to just bookbinding with it. It is a very, very good glue.
Yeah, it's kind of my kind of number one go-to glue, probably. I use it for matting and layering, but sticking all kinds of embellishments down as well. And it's just my go-to glue.
Well, I have got some here, just a board to show you with regard to the EVA. So it's just trying to remember as we look at this. I think it's the ethylene vinyl acetate in there. It's a neutral pH glue, fast grab, archival. It flows well, it dries clear, ideal for paper crafting and construction, perfect for fine detail work as well, and an excellent all-rounder, really. So, yeah, I mean, the ethylene vinyl acetate, the two were laughing because I was reading it. But look, genuinely, it is a very, very good glue. I'm just going to show you here. So as a glue, and I know we're having some fun this morning, but anyone who's used this really does like it. And just having that, the consistency, so the less water content, it does make a difference. Definitely.
It means that it doesn't warp your card.
Yeah.
It means you can use it on Miri card as well, which normally it's the water and things that make it kind of buckle, or you can see the lines underneath it. So, and again, like you say, that archival just means
that's really big.
You know, things don't dry out, so it's really good.
No, the archival aspect is huge on that as well. Now, something else I want to show you, and funny enough, it's another aspect. I see so many guests, no affiliation to Pink Frog, who use these, and this are non-clog bottles because it's something clear. It is the bane of every paper crafter's life, is picking up your bottle of glue and it being clogged.
Definitely, and this has made crafting a more pleasurable experience, if it can even be even better than it already is, because I'm not thinking, oh, I've got to stick and unclog my glue. And, you know, it's the nice thing about coming on here with them as well, is that you just know they're not going to let you down.
And I've seen it over the years, the amount of times I've seen a guest reach for the glue and then, oh, it's clogged, and having to unclog it. So you're getting both bottles. $13.99 is your price there. 603-382 your item number. If you've ever struggled with a blocked bottle of glue, it's a thing of the past. For $13.99, I mean, worth its weight in gold. Okay.
Okay, back to this. I've put some foam pads on the back of here, so they are from our normal foam pads. That come on the massive roll, and I just cut mine into little strips and have them. They're just a bit easier to thing. So I've popped them on there, and that is just going to pop on there. So we'll make sure that sits on there.
Right.
And then I have just made, so I quite like an insert to match the outside.
Yeah, me too.
So we've stamped our birthday wishes are being sent your way. I've just stamped that in black, and again I've just used the coloured pencils to bring that together, just to match the front really. I'm just going to pop this strip, so more of our dragonflies. So
that's nice.
that'll pop on there. We'll just snip it off. And then we can just pop that panel in the middle of our... There we go.
Lovely.
So with the non-clog glue bottles, just remember that every time you use it, especially if you've got glue on it, wipe it maybe with a bit of kitchen towel or your fingers before you put your nozzle back in.
Yeah.
That's our little bit of housekeeping really, but other than that, so I'm just going to open this out so that I can lay it flat and pop that in there.
Oh, that's nice.
And there we go. How do we want that?
Well, let's have a, I mean, that is a beautiful, could you open that up a bit for us as well? See?
Ta-da!
Claire, that is a lovely, lovely card. And what you're seeing there is so achievable. If you do go for the option we have with this daisy stamps and this true black, you're sorted. This is something that you could be doing. Claire, thank you. I'll let you get set for your next demonstration. If you do have any questions, please get in touch. That's what we're here for. We're a live show. There is no such thing as a silly question. I really mean that, because I know sometimes it can be a little bit daunting. You're thinking, well, should I really text in? But I'll message in, I say, please do. So easy to message us. It's easy, email, not text. I misspoke when I said text. So our email address, it's studio@thecraftstore.com. Okay, we're going to go through the options. So we've got some stamps for you. Same configuration, just different design stamps. You're going to get both the super smooth and you're getting your true black, which is just two absolute go-tos in the world of cardstock. They are stunning, stunning cardstock. But then the stamps really do them justice as well. So here we've got these beautiful daisy designs coming through. Nice verses on there as well. And good sizes to these. So if I'm going to dip my hand into a shot to show you, that is a good size stamp set. And as we all know, regular viewers will realise that I am known for my big hands. I'm not one to brag. So you're getting all the stamps in there. You're also getting the cardstock as well. And if that's not enough, you're going to get 10 folds too. So showing you how to make your speciality. So for instance, if you want to make your easel cards, your gatefold cards, you will get the folds in there and also your frames too. But how good is this? So using the design team, you can see how much fun the design team have had in playing around with this. So this is your super smooth, using some folds, very simple folds, and then creating that insert. And I love the use of the daisies, of creating that daisy frame there too. That's beautiful. But then if we wanted to create a masterpiece, what about something like that? And I think that's also using the textures that we got coming up. £29.95 is your price, saving £7.70. Don't forget, if you didn't make a purchase yesterday during our one-day special, then you're eligible for the free gift. It is one per customer, and that's why I say yesterday, because if you purchase the one-day special, then the ice gold cards paper rather will be coming to you. It's 120 GSM. If you haven't and you make a purchase on the show, so if you didn't place an order yesterday, then this free gift will be put into your order as an anniversary gift. All right, so let's have a look at our next. These textures are so good. And I say this quite a lot here at the craft store, but I think crafters will understand where I'm coming from. A lot of craft, it is dependent on, there is a connection, you see some stamps or you see a design, a die, and it kind of gets you. You look at it and you're like, I want to play with this. And the minute I saw these textures, it's like, yes, I need this in my life. The finished examples are fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the actual texture boards first, and then we'll get through everything. Look, this is just a very simple white emboss. How effective are these textures? I mean, ridiculously effective. We can expand this as well, so that if you want to create a full wall of brickwork, you can easily do that. And then if I just show you the next one, yeah, all over these. Lovely, lovely, lovely textures. So you're getting a lot of textures in the mix, but this is what really impressed me. So you know how we were saying within each of the bundles you're going to get 10 folds, so how to make your specialty cards, but also you're going to get instructions on how to make your frames. game changer. So using the super smooth cardstock that we have in this bundle, you're going to be given the folds to make your little box frames in there as well. And then you can put whatever you like inside, but the textures, and this is why I wanted to show you particularly with this set, the textures on the frames are incredible. That looks like now, it gives the illusion of a wooden frame. Absolutely stunning. But we can go from here, and I have to applaud Claire for this absolute masterstroke, because what she's done is use the textures to give you the illusion, and it's the mask it, so different techniques in here, but ultimately it's the textures into the planets to bring those planets alive. If you just wanted to create a background, you can do that as well. You can get some awesome backgrounds. If you want to extend, you can do that too. So we're taking the stamps. I mean, imagine how much you'd pay for a stamp that size, a background stamp that size. Well, you're just extending it, and it works beautifully, and lovely gold emboss as well. All right, so that is our bundle with the textures. If I had to, if you told me, right, you have to pick one of the bundles, and I love them all, the daisies, the sunflowers, the textures, but I never sit on the fence. I'll tell you how it is, and for me, this will be going into my basket. I love it. It is Leonie allows me on a rare occasion to borrow her. I think Leonie's got the best catchphrase here at the craft store. That would be my favorite. Okay, so we're going to move on to our sunflowers. Sunflowers, another beautiful stamp set. Really, really nice. You can explore colour with this. I think Claire was absolutely spot on when she said, don't feel that you have to just use traditional sunflower colours, so sort of our yellows and our sort of oranges. Don't feel you have to do that. I'm going to show you the stamps that you were getting. I mean, that is an A4 stamp set, A4 piece of paper, and it shows you the size of the actual stamps you're getting in this collection. But look at the different uses. So if you want to have that as a topper in the centre, if you want to create a border, you've also got words to put within the elements as well. And then, let me just see. That's your other stamp set in the mix too. And I like the actual words. They're clear, they're concise, but they give you a little bit of scope to introduce colour, and there's an artistic merit to them. If I show you some examples, so we can go from something like this. I mean, it's modern, it's fresh. Love the different colours as well, and it's a good illustration of don't feel that you have to go for traditional colours. Obviously, if you want to go for traditional colours, now that is awesome. So you will get your measurements on how to fold and create that easel card. Or what about a bit of a shaker? If you wanted to create a shaker, that's very, very pretty. But then we can go to our true black, and that just totally transforms the sunflower, takes it in a very dramatic and different direction. You can do anything with this collection. $29.95 is your price, 557-506, your item number. We're going to talk about the sprays, Pearly Winks, a collaboration with Pink Frog, and it is just such a fantastic collaboration. They sold out. Now, these are the first time we offered these sprays individually. You could have got them as part of the one-day special yesterday, but if you didn't, getting them individually, now is the time. And can I just say, if you didn't go for the one-day special, so if you didn't make a purchase during the one-day special yesterday, maybe you're out enjoying the sun. If you were to buy these sprays right now, you're also going to get the ice gold paper. 120 GSM, 50 sheets in total. That is an anniversary gift. So you don't pay anything. It'll just be added to your order. You're not paying anything, absolutely free. There you can see, if I just hold it here, I think I caught it in the camera. Do you see that sort of golden hue? Yeah, so you can see those sort of undertones. Now, if you were to spray, so I'm going to hold up the board here, you see all these colours. So if you were to spray the vibes on there, what will happen is they'll reflect that golden luminescent under that cardstock. So it's beautiful. Let's go through what you're actually getting in the collection. So you have got the vibes. You're getting more. I'm just going to show you this first. So we've got our sweet orange, our chartreuse yellow, our blue grotto, an enemy rather, blue. Thank you, team. And your magenta in there. So that's your Pearly Winks vibe. And then we have here, this is your diamond pearl. Now I want to show you the diamond pearl. So you're looking at there and you're like, well, what are you actually showing me? Boom, that's what we're showing you. The diamond pearl, and it works on white or black cardstock, but also getting a bit of colour just really does. I know it's hard on the cameras to show this. It's better to the naked eye. I say hard on the cameras. Chris doing a cracking job there. Good job, buddy. And then finally, we saw Claire painting with our colour pop there, the cotton white too. So you're getting all 7 of the colours. The sprays, they are proving immensely busy. Over 30% of the extended delivery. And we've got 2 shows to wind up the anniversary event for Pink Frog, so don't miss out. If you want to pop these into your basket, 588034. OK, we're going to head back to Claire for our next demonstration. What do you got for us, Claire?
Let's play with some sprays and some textures.
Oh, let's do it. You've had me at hello.
There you go. So the white sheet underneath is just to try and collect some of the ink as I spray it.
Yeah.
I've got just a piece of A5 and then just a little piece, and I've already stamped and embossed our brick wall texture stamp on this.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put the stamps over it. So where we've put the emboss, it is going to resist that. So let's get some spray down.
And this is that brick wall, part of the texture set. I've fallen in love with that texture set. And just showing you how easy and effective it is to create a background. So I'm thinking tags, fantastic, or mixed media pieces as well. Just want to create sort of a walled effect.
Yeah, and what the nice thing is for me, I'll quite often do bigger pieces, use the bit that I want, and then think, oh, I've got that bit left, and that inspires me to make something else.
Nice. And the colours of the sprays, Claire, they look phenomenal. We're seeing that on
the screen. They're
screen.
just brilliant. So at home, I like to let them dry naturally, really, just to see what happens. But we can either heat them, and what I'll do is heat them and give them a bit of a daub, and then we'll add a little bit more colour.
We'll do that.
So as we do this, what it will do, it does lighten it slightly because you're just taking some of the.
Oh, I like that though, Claire. That's looking really good.
So I might let's give them a quick, because especially once they're dry, give them a quick blast.
So what I tend to do, and I think you've already done this, Claire, is when I'm using sprays, I'll have a larger sheet underneath, and that kind of catches your overspray. And then I chop that up, use that for backgrounds.
Definitely. So that's what we've got going underneath there. So again, depending on like how much you depress it or give it a spray, it'll depend on the effects you get as well. So, you know, this is always the fun bit. You can never get it exactly the same as you did last time when you might have really wanted something.
Well,
so this is using 3 of them. So we're using the Anemone Blue, the Blue Grotto, and the Chartreuse Yellow, which is that lovely kind of greeny yellow. So let's just give that I'll give it a roll.
Lovely.
And you can see, depending on how you sprayed it, you might get bigger puddles, or you might get, you know, those smaller bits. On this plain piece, I am going to add a little bit of white, and I'm just going to give it a quick blast first. So I am just going to add a little bit of our white there in front of me. So we'll give it a bit of a roll. And that one, I just want a little bit of white on there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set that one aside. In fact, I will give that a quick daub as well. There we go.
Okay.
And, you know, just so brilliant for making backgrounds.
Yeah.
So for me, while I've been playing with these, every time I've done the brick wall, sorry about that, give it a bit of a wipe, it reminds me of graffiti. It really does. And I thought, you know what, I've got to kind of have a bit of a go. So I'm not brave enough to go and spray paint walls, and I think it's illegal anyway. So what we'll do is we'll just cut this little panel down a little bit, and we'll stamp some words on it.
Yeah.
But the sprays just work so beautifully.
Yeah.
They really do. Let's stamp on it first, because we can work out the spacing then.
Okay.
Put that down there. So we will go back to our daisy stamp, because that's got some lovely words in it, and it's got "You Make Me Smile."
Oh.
So let's do a bit of kind of like nice graffiti.
Yeah.
You make me smile. I've just lined it up. I could put this in my stamping platform.
Okay.
I'm just going to be brave.
Wow.
Let's pick those up.
Very brave. You've got 7 minutes.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Claire, so you're doing good for time.
Fab. I've got to remember where I was going to put this now. There you go. You make me smile. And because this is going to be a bit of graffiti, if I don't quite get it all stamped, I'm not over bothered because it is going over embossing powder, and I quite like that because all of a sudden it looks as though it's been there
for a while.
Been there a while.
Yeah, I like that too.
So we'll just chop that down. There we go. And then we can go ahead, we can have a bit of a doodle on that if we want. So if you want where maybe some of the letters haven't gone, you can just add a bit back in. We'll just pop a little heart in.
I really like this, Claire. This is a nice inspiration. I think there's a tattoo artist in you somewhere.
What we can do is if I just put some of that down again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my water brush. I'll grab this one. And what I've actually done with this one, this has got a bit of the pearlywinks in it. So this has got the pearl in it.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of sheen in it.
Perfect.
So I'm going to pick a little bit of colour up and we'll just add that to our heart. So it'll only be really subtle, but it will give it a little bit of sheen and shine.
It's already coming through, actually.
I mean, surely all graffiti should have a bit of like glimmer in it.
Yeah, bit of glamour.
Definitely. And just add some little lines to it and some dots. I'd happily spend hours just doodling away, but we'll leave it at that for now. There we go. But yeah, that brick wall does so many things.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. So there we go. And then what we can do is I'm going to pop this on a little easel card. So we'll grab this. So what I've done again, so it's similar, the same scores as last time. So one down the middle and one at 7.5. And then what we can do is we'll put a panel on this and that'll make it an easel card.
Yeah.
So when I'm matching this up, I will use my mat just to help me, just to kind of pop it
make sure it's
down.
level. That's a good little tip. That's a great tip, Claire.
So I've got paint everywhere. So what I can do now...
Can I just ask, would you, because I know we've got a great deal on red liner, would you use red liner for something like this as well?
Yeah, you could use red liner with that.
That's good for the frames as well.
Definitely, it's brilliant for frames. It's great for matting and layering.
Yeah.
The reason I tend to use this is it's just quicker sometimes, but you will get a permanent grab straight away with red liner tape.
And we have got a good deal with the red liner tape. Now, on each of those rolls, you're getting the equivalent of 6 smaller rolls that you would traditionally find, say, on the high street. So $13.99 is your price, 120 metres. You've got your 3mm, your 6mm, your 9mm and your 12mm, 30 mils on each there, 825-810, your item number.
So I am just going to cut this down a little bit. So this is our other piece that we did, and the nice thing about working on 2 pieces at the same time is you get kind of similar colours, so they'll work together. So your background matches your matching piece, basically. And we'll cut that down a little bit. Perfect. glue. That's what I'm looking for.
Lovely.
And, you know, with the sprays, it's brilliant because you do just get a different effect every single time. And I think a lot of us like to try and do random, but it's quite a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So anything that helps is quite good.
That's true.
And pop that on there.
Well, I like that.
And just straight away, it just pops. It's beautiful.
and
You almost don't want to cover it up.
It's amazing the impact just a simple matte and layer can achieve.
So this piece of black, so this again is black card. I'm going to trim it down a little bit because that background's so beautiful. And all we've done is use some distress inks. And what I want to show you really quickly
Got a minute.
is, we'll worry about putting the card together, is you don't always have to use a full bit of a stamp. You can just use a little tiny bit. So all I've done on that is just used one little tiny bit of a stamp to make my background.
Nice.
And I think that's always, you know, if you look at something, think of all the different ways that you can pop it together.
Love that.
So I am just going to pop this on here.
Very pretty.
Got our little panel.
Oh, I love the jaunty.
I love the jaunty angle. And then we have got, oh look, I've already made this bit, this is good. So again, this is our other piece. I've just made it into a little panel at the bottom.
There's our stopper for the easel.
Yeah, so again, it's just a piece of our background with some foam pads behind it and a little bit of doodling.
Nice. If you just want to turn it to camera there, camera 3.
We go.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, they're such good fun to play with and doodle on.
Claire, you're an absolute star. Thank you so much. Very, very, very quickly, just want to say we have launched our new 7-day savers, and on there you will be able to find Pink Frog, and it is all of this dotty paper stock. We'll just flash the details on your screen. £9.99, saving £12. Claire, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, thank you.
Really enjoyed the hour, and I hope you have as well.